Good morning. I just want to give you an update regarding the situation I had with the BDO bank. It's a good news I got my money back, but I will let you know, I received a lot of comments from a lot of people and they had some similar problems. I'd like to share with you what I did that I got my money back. So hang loose, stay with me. Okay, for those of you who saw my previous video regarding how my money disappeared at BDO Bank, I raised all kinds of hell. I called the bank and the bank said, oh no, your money is here, but you just need to come over and reactivate the account because there was no activity for 1 year. And I said, how do I go there? There is no jeepney from the US to the Philippines. They always have this attitude in the Philippines, you have to come to fix things up, you have to come to do this, you have to submit this to do this. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I really got mad and I sent a letter to the Central Bank. I'm going to read to you the response that I received, and I explained to them the following. I gave them the exact location where I'm doing my banking. I did not give them my account number, but I gave them the last 4 digits of my number. It's up for them to find out what it is. And I told them that I'm reviewing my accounts every month, if not weekly. And I have more than one account. I have several savings accounts with them for different purposes. And the reason I did not have activity on my checking account is I used to write checks when I issue check to the Philippines, to somebody in the Philippines. I'm not issuing checks to the Philippines while I'm here in the US, and that is the reason my account became inactive. Nevertheless, I was monitoring it online. They have an online system, okay, but it doesn't look like they're looking at it. After several weeks of trying that and discussing this thing with the bank, they were insisting that I wait until I come back to the Philippines to reactivate the account. And obviously, I was not happy with that. I said that is not the way you should be doing business internationally. If you cannot deal with anyone who is outside of the Philippines, you should not be doing any business with anyone who is outside of the Philippines. So I sent a letter to the, they call it Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Central Bank of the Philippines. And I gave them all the facts, and I told them I have a problem with a short time period, although I do respect that different banks will have different time periods of inactivity for it to be considered dormant. I have no problem with that. I accept that. But then I found out that they should have notified me, and they should, whether it's in the law or not, 60 days before the account was considered inactive. I did not receive any notification. And when I called the bank, they said, oh, our head office is the one sending out the notices. Okay, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. The bank, the branch is the one interfacing with me, but somebody else at headquarters is the one doing all the actions. Did they really send me a registered mail? I doubt it, but I'm not going to accuse them of that. But the fact is, there are many other ways for you to reach me. You can send me an email, you can call me, you can go online. On my online account, I receive all kind of junk advertisement. Like the account is not going to be available because the computer is under maintenance, and advertisements regarding their bill pay, and you can do your bill pay, your investments online, blah, blah, blah. All kinds of unimportant stuff. As far as I'm concerned, unimportant stuff. Now this one is very important, and why did they not try to access me through the internet? Email. Well, I sent this letter to Central Bank, as I said, and Central Bank sent me a letter back. It says here, this acknowledges receipt of your email. I sent it to them by email. And by the way, I'll give you the address underneath later, okay? The Consumer Assistance Mechanism of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas facilitates communication between the parties by elevating consumers' concern to the senior management of BSP supervised financial institution involved with the request of BSFI to directly reply to the consumer with a copy furnished to them so that they know something is happening. Okay? Concerns will be referred to senior management of BSFI involved with requests that they directly communicate with you. Copy furnished to us their comments and or disposition on the same within 7 banking days. So, Central Bank is basically in the back, but they knew who to contact at BDO so that it will receive an action. And if they don't act on it in 7 days, then they will get it from Central Bank. So all they're saying is, resolve it, resolve whatever the concern is. I received a phone call from the, at first from the clerical staff, the lower level person, telling me that, no, I did receive first a phone call from the VP of the branch, from the vice president in charge of the branch. She introduced herself to me, and I was still getting this song and dance about, oh, because it's a company policy, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, whoever the heck did the policy, I want to talk to him. Okay? Ask him to get out of the ivory tower and talk to the customer. I said, I have a problem with your policy. So hear me out, and I need to talk to him directly. So he said, okay, sir, I will elevate this thing further, and somebody will get back to you. Well, that somebody did not get back to me. Instead, a clerical person, my initial contact at the bank, called me and said, what they're going to do is to activate it, the account, and but they will ask me. They said they will email me the forms that we need to be completed, and there was about a dozen forms that I needed to fill out. That's fine, but I said, I'm not going to pay for that mailing back and forth to the bank. I mean, if you guys require those pieces of paperwork, that is not really necessary as far as I'm concerned, because that's my money that you took away from me. So why can you not give it to me without paperwork? I'm not going to pay that. So they said, we will pay for the postage coming back to the Philippines. So they emailed me the form. I said, okay, fine. So they emailed me the form. I completed the form, and I scanned it and emailed it back to them. They called me back again, and they said, okay, sir, your account is now active. We deposited 100 pesos because the way to put it back in the account is, in addition to filling out all this paperwork, they want you to do an initial deposit or some kind of an activity, withdrawal or whatever. So what they did, they used their own money, put 100 pesos in the account, so it becomes active, and by the end of that day, I had my account back. So then they called back again and asked if I could please go ahead and mail the original of those documents that I emailed to them. I said, no problem. So the next day, because of the 12-hour difference, I can't do it the same day. So the next day, I mailed it out. I scanned the receipt and the tracking number and emailed it to them again. That exact same day, they reimbursed me for the postage. I think they sent me 1,300 pesos. They put it in the account, 1,300 pesos. So everything was resolved at that point. I have full control of my money again. And then I received a phone call from the vice president, and she was apologizing that there was a miscommunication because the matter was not elevated to her by the lower level people. There was the clerical staff and the supervisor. I have never even talked to the supervisor. See how these people are? They always want the frontline people to do the communication. They're always hiding in the back. So this lady, the vice president, was really nice, and she was saying that she did not really know about the whole situation until it blew up. So she got everything resolved, and she was being very, very friendly. They said, well, when you come back to the Philippines, I'd like to meet you. Please come over, let us know when you're coming, and we'll be more than happy to entertain you. Now I have a friend at the bank. So what can I tell you? I don't know, and I don't want to accuse the bank of cheating or stealing or whatnot, but I can't help but think that way. What they did is they're taking advantage of the fact that they can hold your money hostage by you not being able to touch it. And although they claim that it's no longer yours, it's still yours, but you cannot touch it. And they claim that they notified me by sending me a registered mail, but they never sent me an evidence that the registered mail was in fact sent. They just went ahead and resolved the matter by asking me to fill out these forms, and in fact then they'll pay all the cost. So I got all the accounts back at zero cost to me. In fact, I made some money. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, and as I said, I'm going to put the name of the Central Bank for those people who had similar issues with BDO or any bank for that matter. Some people complain about Metro Bank, some is Bank of PIBPI, Bank of Philippine Islands, I guess, and go ahead and go through the same process. So apparently this is a good solution for you to get what truly belongs to you. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe and share this information to other people who may have been a victim of this. Okay? Until next.